he thought that ball was going to make it.
Well, we've got a moment. Steve Crucian, award-winning writer, past president of the Bowling Writers Association of America and a former ABC Hall of Famer, is ailing in a Detroit area hospital, and we join with his many friends across the country in wishing him a full and speedy recovery. Come on, Steve, time to get back up and get on the approach.
I hope he's watching, Steve. We all wish you well and want to see you up and at him again. At the 3-pin. What he's done, though, is he's kept Rod Pasteur in the match. Pasteur, who only time he's hit the pocket in this championship match was the first frame when he left the 7-pin. It's been 4 consecutive high hits, high or Brooklyn. So he's got to make some kind of adjustment here. And does. Ball snapped just a little high again, leaves the 6-pin.
8-pin almost stood up on that trip, too. Do you think, Mike, that maybe Rod is starting to wear down a little bit? You know, he's had to strike in the 10th frame of all 3 of his other matches in order to win, and doesn't that take a toll on you mentally?
It does take a toll on you emotionally, but he seems to be the type of player that keeps himself under control and holds that emotion in.
As we've mentioned, Rod is a rookie, and he is currently in the race for Rookie of the Year honors. Thus far this year, he has won nearly $13,000. So he'll go over the $20,000 mark regardless of what happens here in the title match. His career earnings, $24,580. He has won better than $11,000 in regional play alone before coming out on the national tour.
This is not the region, though.
Yeah. Steve Cook's a little tougher than some of those guys that are back home.
Good shot, just not quite the lift. He arced that ball more, but you see the penalty there sometimes for that soft speed. The ball didn't have any power. Watch the ball deflect as it hits the 1-2 pocket here, and then watch the 4-pin go into the channel but not have enough power on it to come out and get the 7-pin. And his mother looks very worried, doesn't she? Cross lane.
Well, for the time being, but he's taking care of business lately.
At the 7-pin, must make this. Has it.
Steve Cook will now stand up in the 7th frame, and he leads by 14. Cook, thus far in his TV career record, 30 wins, 22 losses in 31 appearances, averaging a fraction better than .212 per game.
He's tough on TV, I know. I've lost to him. High. Oh my goodness. The 4, 6, 7, 10 double pinochle, and we've got a close match. There's his wife, Candy, looking on.
And she's looking at the score, I have a feeling.
She knows the score. He's going to put himself behind in this match by 2 pins if he gets 8 out. What he's going to do, though, is he's going to throw hard at 2 of them and hope something bounces around.
Before he does that, though, he'll check with Harry Golden, National Tournament Director, and take a look at Harry Golden's scoreboard just to make sure. Cook was moving right along here in the title match until that error.
At the 6-10, firing hard.
Whew. Almost
bounced him out of there.
Almost
got to move it in the right
pins
direction. And we see right there, he has 131 through the 7th frame. Pasteur, 113 in the 6th. Pasteur is leading in this championship match by 2 pins. Pasteur with his right hand holding his left arm. He looks like he's hurting, but he's just thinking.
In his mind, trying to figure out what exactly he will do in his next frame. Steve Cook needs a strike.
Light again, high light. He has lost his own rhythm. He's perplexed. The lane is not reacting like he wants to. He's been light, high, light. And Steve Cook may be thinking about Bowler of the Year right now, and that's why suddenly the pocket is getting more narrow or narrower for him.
Sometimes the pocket looks minuscule, doesn't it, Mike?
Tell me about it.
Almost microscopic in some cases. And then other times it looks like a bushel basket.
Taking a lot of times even at the spare. Has the 3-pin, which he missed one time last year in Peoria. He missed a 3-pin to lose a match that he probably would have gone on to win the tournament. 8th frame action. Pasteur, who has only 1 strike in this championship match, and that was a Brooklyn strike. In fact, we've only had 3 strikes by both players. This is a battle of who can gut it out.
Battle of nerves.
Looks good. Looks good and is good.
Pasteur stayed down solid at the line on lane 20 and made sure that he fitted the pocket.
Head so still, nice long slide, good follow through, and just a very calm reaction, much calmer than the spectators in the background.
They're going crazy. Pasteur, should he strike out, as a possible 223. Steve Cook, if he went all the way off the sheet, would shoot 211.
Pasteur, the foundation, if he gets this one, no matter what Cook does, he can't shut out Rod. 9th frame. Come on! Yeah! Oh, and he's been getting good breaks the whole tournament, the whole night, and now he gets a bad break, leaves the 9-10 on a light pocket hit. Watch the head pin. The ball comes in light. The head pin clips the 3. Would hit the 5 and knock that 9-pin out. The head pin does not hit anything else. He has to fit the ball in between these 2.
He knocked that down to beat John Gant.
Same hit. Identical hit to beat Gant in the 10th frame.
Not much room between the 9 and the 10. He's going to give it a roll, though, and just
doesn't
misses.
make it.
So as Cook opens, so does the rookie Pasteur. Now a possible 191, the best Pasteur could shoot, and Steve Cook has all the momentum in the world. The only problem now is he's got to figure out how to strike on lane 20.
Up by 10 pins. Cook is going at a 191 pace right now. He moved an extra board to the right. Gave it more room. Light leaves the 3-pin. And he stares at it and says, "You're not doing what I want you to do."
Steve Cook tried to coax that ball right back into the 1-2 pocket, but just couldn't seem to stretch out there and reach back and put it on a string.
Right now, both players can hit the pocket, can't hit the pocket, and are struggling all the way through. Cook, who takes a lot of time all the time, is taking even more time now. At the 3-pin. And not too solid, but he makes it. I'll tell you what, the nerves here are crumbling.
Well, if he doubles, that would just about wrap things up. And he's very well aware of that fact, Steve Cook is. Looking for a career PBA title number 12 and his 4th in 1986, which I think would probably move him ahead of the stack in the race for Bowler of the Year, and he'll also become the leading money winner.
And we see the scoreboard right there. Cook is potential 200 even if he strikes all the way out. The best Pasteur can get is 191. Again, the player that performs in the 10th frame. Sixth pin, Pasteur still alive. Rod Pasteur is going to have a chance to win his first PBA title if he can do what he's done the whole night long, that is strike in the 10th frame. He's going to need 2 of them, assuming that Cook makes this 6-pin.
Well, the score's a little lower on this week's telecast, but the match is just as exciting. All 4 have come down to the 10th frame. And that's money time on the PBA Tour.
Cook taking even extra time at the spare. Taking nothing for granted. Has the 6-pin. Count is still important. Cook, well, if he strikes, winds up with 189. Pasteur would need 2 strikes and 9 in the 10th frame to win his first PBA title. A tie is still possible.
That would be interesting.
Especially since we're running out of time.
Cook unleashes a strike ball, and he knew it right from the beginning that it was a perfect shot, as Steve sort of chuckles as he walks off the approach, but now the pressure is laid heavily on the shoulders of 25-year-old Rod Pasteur.
And Pasteur has only 2 strikes in this championship game, both of them coming on lane 20, and he needs to get 2 more right here. Has to take them one at a time.
Steve Cook's banner is hanging on lane 20. I wonder if Pasteur has taken a look at that.
Gives it to the room, tie,
and
Cook is the winner.
And Rod Pasteur obviously disappointed. A game effort by the rookie, but Steve Cook is the winner of the $115,000 Austin Open.